Imagine yourself as a Homo erectus, living peacefully with your group approximately 1,800,000 years ago. In one part of your settlement, some members of your group use small stone flakes to clean a freshly hunted animal. In another area, an elderly man is being cared for by younger members, as they gather food for him and assist him. These older members hold a value that surpasses the material. They embody wisdom. They guide the group to think as one, to act as one, and, above all, to live as one. You are in Dmanisi, located in present-day Georgia, which is now known as one of the oldest archaeological sites with fossil records of Homo erectus outside of Africa. But your group has not always lived here. They once roamed the African plains, eventually traveling further and further away from Africa, spreading outward. This journey raises some essential questions. When did this great expansion truly begin? Today, humanity has spread across every corner of the globe, from the extreme south to the far northern regions. Yet, the world was not always like this. Early human species originated in Africa and began dispersing only afterward, moving to continents like Asia and Europe. The Americas were only populated much later, and only Homo sapiens reached those distant lands. Only Homo sapiens managed to migrate to the Americas. No other hominin species ever made it there. Yes, I said hominins rather than hominids, and there is a difference. For a long time, humans and their ancestors, such as Australopithecus, were classified as hominids, and we believe that the great apes, like chimpanzees and bonobos, belong to a separate family altogether. But as research progressed, something remarkable was uncovered. Studies revealed that humans, chimpanzees, bonobos, gorillas, and orangutans are not as distinct from one another as we once thought. All are now considered part of the same family, the great family of hominids. So, how should we refer solely to Homo sapiens and our direct ancestors who diverged from chimpanzees? Scientists, who have an inclination for naming things, coined the term hominins. Hominins form a smaller group within the larger hominid family. Hence, every hominin is a hominid, but not every hominid is a hominin. Scientists, including archaeologists and paleoanthropologists, continue to undertake the monumental task of reconstructing the grand human journey here on Earth. Some questions have found answers, but countless mysteries remain. And, perhaps, that ongoing sense of discovery is part of the allure. So, which was the first species to leave Africa? When did it leave, and where did it venture to first? What tools and resources accompanied it? And how did all this become possible? To answer these questions, many researchers look to fossils as primary sources of insight. By examining fossils, we begin to piece together some of humanity's most significant questions. One of the first places we must explore is Dmanisi in Georgia. Since 1993, researchers have studied this site, where 5 hominin skulls were discovered, alongside primitive stone tools. These tools, primarily stone flakes and river stones from which these flakes were extracted, reflect early resource use and adaptability. The Dmanisi skulls have sparked extensive debate due to their diverse shapes. Some scientists attribute these variations to natural differences between the biological sexes, while others suggest that these changes may be due to dental wear or disease. A few researchers even propose that the Dmanisi skulls belong to 2 different species, the well-known Homo erectus and a lesser-known species, Homo georgicus. So, what exactly distinguishes these skulls? For starters, these hominins had smaller skulls compared to other Homo erectus specimens. The brow ridge, that bone region above the eyes, was less pronounced, and their bodies were relatively small. Their femurs displayed minimal twisting, indicating an adaptation for bipedal walking. Additional clues from the pelvic bones also point toward a complete adaptation for walking upright. But what stands out most about the Dmanisi site is its timeline. These fossils date from around 1,850,000 years to 1,780,000 years ago. This makes it the oldest evidence of human existence outside Africa, or at least the oldest known evidence to date. Dmanisi's history does not end here, however. The Dmanisi site has significant connections to another site, this one on the island of Java in Indonesia. The first discoveries on Java were made in 1891 by the Dutch paleoanthropologist Eugene Du Bois. He unearthed part of a skull near a village on the island and even proposed naming a new species, Pithecanthropus erectus. Today, this is recognized simply as Homo erectus, and further studies have dated the Javan fossils to around the same era as Dmanisi. Continuing our journey further east, we arrive in China, a land rich in archaeological and paleontological heritage. In China's northern regions, fossil discoveries have also contributed valuable clues to human history. One of the oldest finds here is a skull discovered in Gongwangling, within the Lantian County. The Chinese fossil, dating back 1,630,000 years, is somewhat younger than the remains found at Dmanisi. With an estimated cranial volume of around 780 cubic centimeters, it shares similarities with the Javan Homo erectus. It becomes clear that Homo erectus traveled extensively, but this does not imply that the species constantly migrated without purpose. Instead, multiple waves of migration likely occurred at different times, driven by environmental changes, animal migration patterns, or resource scarcity. This evidence only marks the beginning of humanity's journey out of Africa, and other fossils, though more recent, reveal further insights into our ancestors' global movements. One of the more fascinating finds is on the small island of Flores in Indonesia. Here, researchers have uncovered human jaw fragments dating back approximately 700,000 years. These fossils share similarities with remains discovered in Liang Bua Cave, dated to between 98,000 and 77,000 years ago. What makes the Flores remains intriguing is the unique physical characteristics of these individuals, who stood at around 1 meter tall and possessed cranial volumes around 417 cubic centimeters. These individuals have been affectionately nicknamed hobbits by archaeologists due to their small size. This miniature stature raises many questions. What caused their small size? Were they a primitive lineage of humans, or did they experience some form of genetic or metabolic condition? The most widely accepted hypothesis is that these humans underwent a process called insular dwarfism, where island-bound species evolved to a smaller size in response to limited resources. This insular dwarfism highlights an interesting interplay between the Homo genus and the earlier Australopithecus genus. These hobbits have since been classified as Homo floresiensis, and despite their diminutive size, they achieved significant feats. They appear to have reached Flores long before Homo sapiens arrived, despite the island being disconnected from the mainland. This implies that Homo floresiensis may have had a basic understanding of boat-making, enabling them to reach and settle the island. But even this accomplishment is only one chapter in a much broader story. Moving from Asia to Europe, we encounter further evidence in the form of Homo antecessor fossils. This ancient human species was first discovered in Atapuerca, Spain, with remains dating between 1,200,000 and 800,000 years ago. Later, similar fossils were found in Hapesborough, England, dating back approximately 1 million years. These fossils indicate that early humans ventured into the far north of Europe, enduring challenging climates long before modern humans developed. Today, we know that humans left Africa at least 1,800,000 years ago, reaching Georgia, then expanding to China, Southeast Asia, and eventually into Europe. But fossils alone are not the only evidence we have for early human presence. Stone tools also serve as valuable indicators. While bones may decompose, tools crafted from stone endure the elements, preserving evidence of human activity across ancient landscapes. One notable site in Brazil, in the Serra da Capivara region, revealed stone artifacts as old as 2,520,000 years. While this claim has stirred considerable debate, such findings offer a glimpse into humanity's extended presence and innovative spirit beyond Africa. Returning eastward to China, researchers discovered more than 2-million-year-old artifacts in the Lus Plateau, an area known for its ancient, finely layered sediments. Meanwhile, at the Longupo Cave, other discoveries dating back 2,200,000 years support the theory that hominins spread throughout East Asia by this early period. This raises the possibility that our early ancestors established themselves across Asia even before Homo erectus emerged. This journey is far from over. As archaeologists and paleoanthropologists uncover additional evidence, they reconstruct our shared history and reveal more of the extraordinary migration that shaped humanity. The fossils and tools left behind offer a powerful reminder of the resilience, curiosity, and adaptability that define the human journey. Every discovery invites new questions, continuing our quest to piece together the story of human evolution and migration. And so, the journey goes on. The quest to understand our origins remains an unending exploration, as we dig deeper into the history and mysteries of our ancestors who first decided to leave the African continent. And that brings us to the end of our journey today. If you enjoyed uncovering these fascinating chapters of our ancient past, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update from Misty Feed. Give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What part of this journey surprised you the most? Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of our history.